Hello everyone and welcome to Yoga with Brenda. My name is Brenda and today we're going to be practicing a very dynamic flow and we will focus on a peak pose, on a shoulder press. When you're ready, join me on the mat. Downward facing dog. Pushing through your hands, rooting through your heels. Keeping the grip on your fingertips, opening the shoulder blades, lifting your sitting bones up and backwards. From here, bring your forearms down to the floor for Dolphin Pose. So it's like a downward facing dog, but resting on your forearms. So keep pushing your head away from the mat. And now from here, we're going to slide the torso forward, bringing your nose past the thumbs and slide backwards. And forward and backward. And forward, backward, forward and backwards. Let's gonna slide forward and stay on our forearm plank, so adjust the distance if you need to. Keep the core active. Let's gonna bring your knee towards the right tricep and extend. Left knee to the left tricep and backwards. Right knee to the right tricep and backwards. Left one and backwards. Right, back. Left and back. Bring your knees down. Belly down, chest down. On the next inhale, lift the chest forward for Cobra Pose and exhale, go down. Inhale, lifting up. Open the chest, closing your shoulder blades and down. Keep the core active. Lifting up. This time, hips up and backwards, child's pose. Relax the forehead and the ground. Relax your arms, your shoulders. On the next inhale, slide the torso forward. With the exhale, hips up and backwards, downward facing dog. Let's just gonna walk towards the front of the mat. And start with sun salutation B. So we start on a chair pose. Bend your knees. On the next inhale, arms up to the ceiling. With the exhale, fall forward, belly to your thighs. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, hands down, walk backwards, bend the elbows. 90 degrees for your low plank. Inhale, your up dog, chest through. Exhale, hips up and backwards, down dog. Left foot 45 degrees, right one next to your right hand, knee over the heel. Inhale, reach up to the ceiling, warrior one. And exhale, hands down, step backwards, low plank. Inhale, chest through. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot 45 degrees, left one goes forward. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, hands down, step backwards, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Hold the position. Keep your spine straight, navel in. On your toes, bend your knees, little hop to the front of the mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Bending your knees. Inhale, chair pose. And exhale, standing position, hands to the thighs. From here, interlace the hands behind your back. Roll the shoulders backwards and down. Look up with the inhale. With the exhale, fall forward. Bend the legs on the next inhale. Reach up. With the exhale, twist your chair and bring your left elbow outside your right thigh. Try to bring your hands to the middle of the chest, keeping knees aligned. Your left knee is going to tend to go forward. Just try to square your knees. Align them. And now from here, shift the weight towards your right foot and bring your left one up. Hold it for 1, 2. With the 3, start extending your left leg backwards. Bring your left foot down, left knee down. From here, left hand goes down to the ground, right one goes up to the ceiling. Keeping your back toes in, bring your left knee up. Let's gonna pivot on the outer edge of your left foot and use the core to swing your right leg backwards for a side plank. Shoulder on top of shoulder. Right hand goes forward, down to the ground, square your hips, down dog. Let's gonna go for asymmetric planks. So slide the torso forward, shoulders over the wrist, the best you can. And we're gonna start bringing your left leg up and your right hand up. Hold it for 1, 2, and 3. Go down and swap right leg, left hand. Hold it for 1, 2, and 3. Go down. Inhale, slide the torso forward. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, chest through. Exhale, downward facing dog. This is our recovery pose. Get ready for the other side. So shift the weight towards the tips of the toes or the base of the toes. Bend the knees, little hop to the front of the mat. Inhale for your chair. And exhale, twist to the left side. Try to control the knees. And from here, shift the weight towards your left foot. Bring your right one up and hold it for 1, 2, and 3. Start extending your right leg backwards. Slowly, right foot down, right knee down. Look towards the back. Right hand goes down to the ground directly under the right shoulder. Left hand goes up. Tucking your back toes in. If you don't have them tucked in, bring your right knee up. Shift the weight towards the outer edge of your right foot and push through your right hand using your core to bring your left foot on top of your right foot for our side plank. Left hand goes forward, down to the ground. Square the hips, downward facing dog. Slide the torso forward, second round or asymmetric planks. Left hand, left leg goes up, right hand goes up. Hold it for 1, 2, and 3. Go down and swap. Right leg, left hand, hold it for 1, 2, and 3. Go down and again swap. Left leg, right hand for 1, 2, and 3. Last one. Right leg, left hand. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale, slide the torso forward, shoulders past the wrists. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. So now is where we are going to start working on our shoulder press, which is an arm balance and is the first big pose of the class. So for that, we're going to be using the blocks, and later we will practice it without the blocks. So bring the blocks a little bit wider than the hip distance And I'm gonna bring my heels to touch my block. And now from here, slightly bend my knees. And I'm gonna bring my shoulder as far as I can. So wiggle your shoulder towards the back of your right knee and bring your right hand to the block in a way that the thumb is pointing towards your left foot and your fingers pointing forward. And I'm gonna do the same with your left hand. So once I am gripping the block with my thumbs pointing towards each other, I'm gonna start bringing your bum down and sit down on the back of my upper arm. Try to squeeze your knees towards the arms, because if you don't squeeze the arms, your legs will slide down. So we try it facing forward. Your feet widen the hip distance, grip the block, sit down, shift the weight towards the toes, start squeezing the arms with your knees, bring one foot towards the other, try one foot up, maybe second one up. If you can bring both, squeeze, keep squeezing the arms and cross your feet together. If you want to try without the blocks, it is exactly the same, just bringing your blocks to the side of the mat. And now from here, what you're gonna do is to bend the legs and bring your chest as far between the legs as you can, your hands behind your feet in a way that your heel is sitting down between the index and the thumb. And now from here, start sitting down on the back of your arm, trap your arms with your knees, bring one foot towards each other and squeeze. This is an arm balance, so remember you need to keep gripping the mat, keeping the base of the knuckles down. And slowly release. Good. Let's just gonna roll the wrist a little bit. Okay, so feel free to pause here and have a little play with your arm balance, or otherwise we will keep going with the class. Let's just gonna walk forward with our hands and your legs in front of you, shake them a little bit. Bring your bum towards the middle of the mat, round your back, bring your back down to the ground. Bring your feet to the floor. Bring your feet as wide as the mat. We're gonna bring your knees side to side. Just trying to open up in a relaxing way your hips. Resetting your low back as well. And we're gonna go for pelvic tilts, just to work a little bit more resetting the whole area. Bring your feet a little bit separate from your bum, your feet hip width apart. Hands on each side of your hips. And now from here, thinking about bringing your belly button down towards the spine, that will flatten your low back and curl the tailbone in. So we lift the hips a little bit, a couple of inches from the ground, and then release. So think like if your spine was made of water and you're waving up and down very gently. Navel in, inhale, lift in your sitting bones, your hips, your low back, and then go down vertebra at a time. Hips down, release the navel. And again, lifting and releasing. Lifting and releasing. Last one. And release. Now from here, let's gonna go into a bridge pose to stretch the abdominal muscles. From here, push through your feet and start lifting the pelvis up to the ceiling. Keep the navel tucked in, so we're protecting your low back. Activate your inner thighs and your glutes to help you keep the pelvis in neutral. If you want, bring your hands under your back, scooping the elbows towards each other, and keep expanding your whole spine, starting from the neck towards your coccyx. Slowly go down. Bring your knees towards your chest, squeeze your knees. Rock your knees side to side. From here, bring your right knee on top of the left one, crossing your legs, and we're gonna go for the shoelace pose. Left hand holding your right foot or your right shin if that is more accessible to you, and your right hand, your left one. Try to keep knee on top of knee, your feet towards the outer hips, down towards the floor. Relax the shoulders. If you feel like your chin is going up to the ceiling, just focus on bringing your chin to the chest to make sure you're lengthening your neck muscles. And try to keep your knees close to your belly, close to your chest, rather than pointing up to the ceiling. And slowly we're gonna release. Your left hand is gonna bring both knees towards the left side of the mat. Scoop your left hip bone under the right and extend your right arm towards the right. Look towards your right hand. Don't worry if your knees are not touching the ground, just try to root through the right shoulder. And slowly back towards the center and cross your legs. Bring your left knee on top of the right one, and again hold your opposite legs with your hands. Keep the chin tucked in. If you have the tendency to bring your chin up to the ceiling, just trying to focus on keeping your spine straight and in a neutral position. And slowly release. Right hand is going to bring both knees towards the right side of the mat. The same as before, balance your hips and extend the left arm towards the left. Look to the left side. And back towards the middle and cross the legs. Bring your knees towards your chest, squeeze your knees, gently rocking side to side. We're gonna go into our Shavasana, so extend your legs down to the floor. Find your comfortable position. Keep your feet a little bit wide and hip distance. Relax your feet to the sides. Arms away from the body, palm facing up. And just close your eyes here. And try to stay focused on your breath, allowing your energies to settle down. Softening your breath and your body. Just feel free to stay here in your Shavasana pose for as long as you need to. Thank you very much for joining me today. Namaste.